Righto, well, the new weapon turned up. The boys from Bowhunting Only hooked me up with a new Alpha X 33, so this is a pretty nice looking rig. Actually looks heaps better in person than it does in the photos. I wasn't that blown away by them, but yeah, now I've seen one. They're a pretty tidy little unit, so a bit shorter brace height than the carbon one I was using, but yeah, we'll rip some gear on her and give her a bit of a tune up and see how we can get her shooting. I'm far from a bow technician, but I want to do enough to get myself out of trouble. So if I can get her going, we'll give her a tune up and get out this week and try and get a kill with her. So I'm not going to do a bow build video, but they bore the shit out of me. I don't want to take away from anyone that does want to do one, but I definitely don't want to do one. I might do a bit of a time lapse. Yeah, give you a quick look at it, send a few through paper, and then go out and give her a quick tune up with some broadheads, and yeah, go from there. Righto, well, she's all timed, everything's put on. Pete, I'll send one through paper here and yeah, first shot out of it, see what happens. Pretty agricultural setup I've got here, but does the job. Geez, for 80 pounds that thing draws. Feels like nothing. Not too bad. Gonna have to move it a little bit, but we got just low left, slightly. So hopefully I can get a couple of quick adjustments. My last one was just out, and I couldn't get it. I'd swap the top hats over, but or the shims over, and yeah, just couldn't get that last one. I needed the shim kit, but it was close enough that they still flew pretty good. I rolled with it, but it used to tear a little bit higher right, so yeah, hopefully I can get this one just with the rest. I should be able to, there's stuff all in that, so hopefully I can get that. Righto, well there's the paper tune. I shot 2 at the start there before I touched it. Still at the same, then got a touch, still a touch low left. And I'm not too worried about the up and down because I'm probably not shooting dead flat there the way I was sitting. That one there is pretty well money, so we'll go and see if we can shoot a few groups with her. Get her half tuned up, and then I'll send a few broadheads through it and see what they're doing. Well, I got a paper tuned up. Only took a couple of shots and then only shot one bullet over with it. I probably should have a little bit better of a go, maybe even shoot a bare shaft. Shoot like that, the new strings on them, apparently got new strings. Yeah, geez, that centre serving there seemed loose. All the knocks I got here seem loose on it, like it's tiny, so I might have to reserve that. I wouldn't imagine that'd be real good how loose that is. That's bloody, wouldn't be helping a lot, so I'll shoot a couple of groups here and see how we go. It's pretty windy now. I was hoping I'd beat that wind, so not going to happen. Seemed to be flying alright. One kicked a little bit, but it's to be expected with that crosswind there. So as soon as she's coming around the side of the house there, she's hitting the wind. But yeah, seems alright. I'll send a few through it and give you my first thoughts on it, eh? But well, I just got her all tuned up for the most part anyway. Still haven't shot broadheads. She got a bit windy out there, so I'll wait till later in the week and send a few through when she's not as windy. First impressions, definitely nice shooting bow. For 80 pound, it's ridiculous how easy that rolls over. Like, I've never felt anything like it. I'd like to actually check it on a bow scale. I'm not even convinced that is 80, but compared to the RX7, she took a little bit of heaving back at times. Definitely feels like 80. I've still had her on 85% let off there, and a couple of times I went to let her down, she nearly ripped the arms off me. So yeah, noise wise, a little bit of bang in it compared to the RX7. Not bad, and I'm shooting in between the shed and the house there too, which makes it sound a little bit louder. Yeah, pretty much no hand shock. I've been shooting with the handle grip on this one. Most of the time I rip it straight off, but they've changed it a bit and it's a little bit more narrow. Like, it's pretty narrow now, but whether or not it stays there or not, I'm going to leave it on there for a bit. See how it goes, but there's every chance it'll get ripped off, I'd say. But yeah, first impression, she definitely shoots. Probably shot 30 arrows just then, and it's pretty much punching them into the centre of the target every shot there. So be interesting to see. Like I say, just got that little bit of kick in my arrows there, where I think she's just catching a bit of wind as she's going past the house there and kicking the arse a bit. But waiting till we got no wind in the day and send a couple more. And yeah, keen to get out. Our rut's not far away. I didn't chase half as many. Well, I didn't even really chase a dog buck this year, to be honest. That one look, I think. They'd be all rubbed out by now. She's 12th of Feb today, so by the time you see this, I think she'll be right into March, and I'll be chasing a few deer. I think I've got about 8 weeks of videos loaded there, so yeah, by the time you see this, I'd say I'll be well and truly after a few deer, but yeah, keen to get her out in the paddock and have a crack with it. So I'm going to shoot a new release, use the Ultra View thumb button. I know I say I shouldn't shoot thumb button, but I probably shouldn't because I'll end up punching it. I'm going to try again. Just more so for the rut in that tight pond. It's so hard trying to get that hinge to go off when you're bloody, yeah, trying to shoot through gaps this big on something that's moving. Takes a bit of doing. Not even a lot of the time they're only 10 metres and you just can't do it. Gives me the option of jumping on her a little bit, I suppose. So not too bad if I can lock it in like that and keep that thumb on that finger. Sort of stops me from pushing her a bit, but yeah, time will tell. Pretty sweet looking little rig, and big thanks to the boys at Bowhunting only for hooking me up with it. So see how we get on with her. Righto. Well, first morning out with a new bow. Spent a week with it now, so yeah, shoots real good, eh? So I was a little bit up in the air about whether I like the carbon one better. I still don't think there's a big difference in them. I still think the carbon one's a little bit quieter, but yeah, this thing definitely shoots alright. So come in to chase a few bucks here this morning. I've seen a couple right on first light walking in. Yeah, it's a ruse, eh? Just a fucking wall of kangaroos coming up here. So I was that close to going to hunt pigs too. I wish I did now. Got a feeling this is just going to be a big waste of time in here. The couple of bucks I'd seen had rubbed out. They were bone white. They must only just rub their velvet out in the last day or so, sort of thing. So. Anyway, hopefully we can turn something up in here. Well, I just spat the dummy and was walking out, and I've just spotted a couple of bucks, so I ain't going to get anywhere near them. We'll go and have a look. Righto, well, I just finally got eyes on a couple more bucks. I thought they might have been the ones I've seen this morning, but they're not. Definitely no monsters. There's one in there that is not too bad. Yeah, pretty ordinary on one side, so long way off getting a shot at him. I'd say there's going to be shitload of roo up here, but I'll make my way up and yeah, can't pass up the opportunity. Still making my way over to these bucks. Look after a reasonable cast here. Different, eh? Although, I don't know whether it's washed down here or... I'll get up here and I'll make my way back. I might be able to find the other one, I doubt it though. I never found a pair like 2 or 3 times in my life. These bucks, just on this little bit of a ridge here, they were anyway. These rows, deers just here. Fucking rows, eh? All over, I'd say. Meow, 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 meow. Yeah, couldn't hurry him. Couldn't hurry him. He ran out and I went to my second pin. I reckon he ran out to just over 40. He said, oh, come on. Had him here at about 35, but there was one. I thought there was only 2. I just hope I'm going to find him up in here. Yeah, and I got up. I don't know how many was there, 5 or 6. So, yeah, I just put my 40 pin high lungs and sent it. Caught it away, hopefully it'll be alright. Well, the Alpha X is officially christened. First buck for 2024. Didn't go far. I was pretty confident on that shot. But, he's a big body bastard. Yeah, when they took off up in the hill there, I could hear crashing and banging, but I couldn't really tell if it was one going down or whether it was just them making their way. Look at this, how thick this shit is. So there's my shot corded. Definitely a bit weak at one side. Except they're coming up here. Nice little fresh rack. Definitely weaker on that other side there. Pisser, considering I was about to go home, I had the sooks on. God, look how fat the thing is. Absolute tank, eh? couldn't be happier. First shot at the critter with a new bow. So. I had him there, like I say, he was probably only just over between 30-35 there. Just wanted one more step to clear the grass, and I could see the other deer, or I could see one other deer, and I did glass them there for a bit. And, yeah, I was pretty convinced there was only two. One of the others might have been bedded up there or not, but anyway, they blew out. That was the end of it, but yeah, the amount of roos I pushed out of here this morning, I thought there wasn't a hope in hell of me getting a deer ale. It was pretty ridiculous, actually. So, oh, he broke my arrow too. God bless him. It's alright, I should be able to get the broadhead back once I start cutting him up. Good stuff. Right. Hadn't he killed me? Let's drag that buck from up off that hill all the way down here into the shade. Get a couple of picks and yeah, get some meat off him. God, he's ridiculous how fat he is. He's a massive deer, like huge. Good stuff. Righto, well, here's that buck. Seen me shoot this morning. I don't know how well you're going to see it, but anyway, second buck for 2024. I shot one velvet follow there real early in the year, but yeah, hunted all this morning. It normally holds a couple of good bucks there when they're growing out, but didn't see much at all this morning. I think it was more the roos. I was pushing roos the whole way going up there, so snatched the shits with it, and I was going to head over and check a few more hills over further, but yeah, spotted these followers last minute, and yeah, I got into just over 30 there to start with, but there was more there than I anticipated, and one of them spotted me drawing, and he ran back out, and yeah, my second pin there is set on 40, and I just, actually no, it's not, it's set on about 37, just looking at it now. I just held high lungs there, and yeah, hit him. Sort of looks further back there while he's sitting, but just in front of his back leg, and yeah, come through and straight up into his chest. So he's only made it probably 50 yards uphill. Down he went. So it's hard to tell. I don't know how old he's. Like, he's a massive body deer. He'd have to be bloody shit, fat as mud. He'd have to be pushing 80 kilos dressed, I think. Plenty of weight, like mass to him. Big, thick tray tying on him there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's hard to tell. Not the greatest at judging him either way. I don't think he's ever going to amount to much. He's pretty ordinary antler here, but plenty of meat on him. First kill with a new, what are they? Alpha X 33. So pretty sweet shooting little rig. Like I say, I set her up there last Monday, so been playing with it all week, and yeah, shoots real well actually. That 1/4 inch draw adjustment on him's bloody, doesn't sound like much, but he's made a big difference. I normally shoot 28.5, but I'm shooting 28 3/4 there now, so yeah, it just fits bloody perfect, eh? So new release aid too, shooting the ultra view button. Yeah, I'm liking it for the meantime, but it'll only be a matter of time before I start punching it, I'd reckon. So, but hopefully I can get the rut out of it before I go too mad with it. So yeah, get to work and get some bloody meat off this year. And I was hoping to get the ribs off him, but I reckon I would have probably busted him pretty well inside. I'll have a look. Pretty big fan of venison ribs, eh? Need to have a big old fat rack on him there, I reckon. Righto, get going before it gets too hot.